Welcome to AGORACOM, a small cap epicenter and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press release out of the small cap space every morning at the open, so you, totally profile, maybe find your next great small cap. That's Monday, February the 13th. I've got 5 pieces of news for you, but first I'm going to start off with a big announcement of AGORACOM. We've launched graphitestocksblog.com. That's graphitestocksblog.com. You remember a big article we put out at the beginning of the year, in the first week of January. That article went viral. We went to Vancouver. Definitely a case of graphite is going to be a very, very interesting sector in 2012. A lot of focus, a lot of media attention on it. And as of this morning, in fact, the entire complex of small cap graphite companies are doing fantastic. Focus Metals, 16.5%. A couple of the spots on graphitestocksblog.com. Strike Graphite up 7.14% on 69,000 shares. Lomico Metals up 10% on 174,000 shares. A lot of activity there. Do your own due diligence, but get to graphitestocksblog.com to get some more information and see if this is for you. Now let's get over the press releases. Starting off first with McLaren Resources, trades on the Canadian National Stock Exchange under the stock symbol MCL. For our friends in Germany, on Frankfurt under 3ML. This isn't a AGORACOM client. Always disclose that, but as always, we don't talk about AGORACOM clients unless the news stands on its own 2 feet. And today, the company announced that they hit 7 grams of gold over 7.4 meters. This is at their Tim Jim property. I'll explain the relevance of that in a second. These results came from the recently completed 7-hole 1,400-meter drill program. The property is, now this is why the Tim Jim property is so important here. It's located adjacent to the Goldcorp's Hollinger and McIntyre mines, which together have produced over 30 million ounces of gold to date in the Timmins Gold Camp. Now, the company says that results from the initial drill program confirm gold mineralization trends onto the McLaren Tim Jim property. That's significant, especially when the company's putting that right into the press releases. The company says they intercepted mineralization at downhole depths ranging from 50 to 200 meters. Neighboring Hollinger and McIntyre mines have produced gold from depths exceeding 5,000 feet. The company closed on Friday at 14 cents. Its 52-week range is 42 on the high, 7.5 on the low, $3.5 million cap, $3.5 million market cap. Do your own due diligence. Congratulations to Ivan Buzbuzzian over at McLaren for that great press release, and I'm hoping to get him on an interview later today via Skype. Next up, Canaco Resource, TSX Venture, CAN. They hit 43.5 meters of 5.37 grams per ton of gold, including 19.6 meters of 9.37 grams. These are results from 16 new drill holes at their Magambazi gold project in Tanzania. The company closed on Friday at $1.58. 645, it's a 52-week high. $1.07 is its low. So you may be looking at a nice entry point here. In fact, I covered the company a lot during tax loss selling season, where it got as low as $1.07, and a lot of happy shareholders there. But still not too late if you think that that's for you. Next up, Corvus Gold, TSX Big Board, KOR, and on the OTCQX, CORVF, announced they hit 15 meters, 2.36 grams per ton of gold in their first 400-meter step out. They say that doubles the size of the property at their North Bullfrog project in Nevada. These are the first results from the 2012 exploration program. Hole 117 encountered 52 meters of 0.8 grams per ton of gold, which included that higher grade intercept I told you about in the headline there, starting at 11 meters, just 11 meters below surface. That's fantastic. The company says that this hole confirms historical drilling in this, quote, exciting resource expansion target area. One to watch, 76 close on Friday, 89 on the 52-week high, 47 on the 52-week low. Lionsgate Metals, TSX Venture, LGM announced that they hit 0.46 copper equivalent over 147 meters. The company says this continues to confirm copper and silver mineralization at depth and laterally to the main and east zones of their popular copper, gold, silver porphyry property. These are results from an additional 4 of the 29-hole, 10,900-meter program that looks like, so a phase 2 program that they've gone underway with. So you can expect a lot more drill results, it looks like, from that. The company calls these significant copper equivalent and silver values returned from drilling along and outside their 43-101 compliant inferred resource area. They closed on Friday 50 cents, 33 on the low, 98 on the 52-week high. Claude Resources trades on the big board TSX-CRJ, and for friends in the States, on the Amex under CGR, they announced that it intercepted 35 grams per ton of gold over 9.78 meters. This is on their 100% owned CB gold project, and the company says they could be using these results to add on to existing results to prepare an NI 43-101 compliant gold resources for the Santoy gap during the first quarter 2012. Here we are essentially in the middle of February, so you're looking at something coming out in the next 45 days. Put it on your radar. $1.36 is what they closed at Friday. Listen to this, $1.35 is a 52-week low. So they're trading pretty much at the 52-week low. Go take a look at the company, make sure there weren't any outlier negative events. Their high is 284. It may be one of those cases where the market's waiting and they got impatient with the 43-101. I'm not sure, but I always like when I see positive news come out of the company trading near its 52-week low. And finally, this is a bit of an outlier press release also. This comes out of Varca Ventures in the States on the bulletin board. They're announcing that they're proceeding with reclamation of historic gold mine following unanimous approval of the Colorado Mined Land Board. Now, why is this important? This revolves around their reclamation of their Idaho and Mayday mines. This permit is the first of its kind issued by the Colorado Board in nearly 28 years. And it's to resume activities in an area that through the early 1900s, the company says, had historically produced gold and silver ore. The company closed on Friday 53 cents, $1.55 on the high, 31 cents on the low. Now, it might be early, but anytime you've got, Colorado's a very tough environmental area, and if it's the first permit of its kind issued in 28 years, it's probably worth just keeping on the radar. Something interesting to just watch and see if anything more develops out there. That's a wrap. As always, quality over quantity. A lot of great news today. If you look for more great small cap resource companies and you watch this on Globe Investor, they look below me or to the left of me, depending on the page you're on. See the companies we've covered. Otherwise, if you're not already there, get to the front page of AGORACOM, watch this show, take a look at the best headlines to my right, and get into our marketplace to discover your next great small cap stock. That's a wrap. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.